lot of people think of sort of traditional bush pilots, maybe on float planes and stuff, but in the course of researching this book, I got to interview some folks who categorize themselves exclusively as glacier pilots. And after talking to them and looking at some of the work that they do, I can see that this is very specialized work, and they are flying at high altitudes. Often they have to carry oxygen with them because if something happens and they get stuck on the mountain, they could black out and not be able to get off again, which isn't good for the skiers that they're there to transport, or the scientists, or the other people that they're working, and of course for the pilots themselves. So for these guys, they're flying a lot of skiers and mountaineers and engaging in some risky stuff from this base in Kluane into Mount Logan and some of these glaciers. And it's pretty interesting. Over the years, there have definitely been some people who have gotten stuck on the mountain. I've been told that there are still bodies out there, that it's just too unsafe to take them off the mountain. And it's interesting when you interview the mountaineers themselves, they say that nobody should expect to be rescued, that if you go out there, you're taking your life into your own hands. The main person that I spoke with for this book was Andy Williams, and he very generously gave me a whole afternoon of his time. And at first he told me that he didn't have any stories and that he didn't think that he would be a great interview subject, but you know what, he really was. And over the last 40 years that he's been doing this, he has luckily never had a crash. He's had a very good safety record, but there have been a few hair-raising times. It's a legal high for him, taking off and landing on those high peaks and those glacier ridges. Pretty fascinating characters in the north. They say that there's a colorful 5% there, but I think it's more like colorful 95%.